I was just trying to get home. I never imagined that a single flight would change my life, expose an ugly truth, and bring an entire airline to its knees. My name is Vanessa, and what happened to me on Skylux Flight 218 became national news. But trust me, it didn't start that way. It started with a seat mix-up and ended with justice. I was exhausted, standing in line with my boarding pass. Row 12, seat A. When I got there, a woman in a beige suit was already sitting down. I smiled and gently told her it was my seat. She looked me up and down and said, "This isn't the back of the plane, sweetheart." Everyone stared. I stayed calm, trying not to cry. Then, a flight attendant named Jessica came over and, without asking questions, told me to move to the back. I showed her my ticket. She didn't care. As I sat in the last row, my heart pounded. I felt small, like I didn't belong. The woman who took my seat smirked at me the whole time. A kind man behind me leaned over and whispered, "I saw everything. You were treated badly." I nodded, unable to speak. Then he added, "Record everything. You might need it." His words echoed in my ears. I started filming quietly with my phone. I didn't know it yet, but that video would go viral by morning. When we landed, I checked my phone. Hundreds of I-word messages, thousands of views. My video had been shared across social media. People were angry. They saw what happened. And they recognized the woman who took my seat, Karen Whitfield, the CEO's sister. That made everything worse. I didn't want revenge. I wanted dignity, but the world wasn't going to let this go. Not this time. 2 days later, I got a call from someone I never expected. Marcus Richardson, the former VP of Customer Experience at Skylux. He had once been humiliated by the same woman and forced out of the company. He told me, "Your video changed everything. I've been waiting for this moment." Marcus wasn't angry. He was focused, calm, determined. He told me the truth about Skylux, the bullying, the bias, and then he said, "It's time." The next week, something unthinkable happened. 3 employees, Jessica, the flight attendant, Trevor from security, and even the pilot, were walked out of Skylux headquarters in front of every staff member. The CEO made them do the same walk of shame Marcus had done months ago. People were stunned. "We're not done," the CEO said. "This is just the beginning." The company shut down operations for 48 hours. Something big was coming. Skylux didn't just apologize. They stopped flying. 2 whole days. Every employee had to attend a special training. Not just videos or lectures. This was different. Marcus had partnered with a tech firm to create a deep emotional simulation. Every worker had to see what discrimination felt like from the inside. People cried. People broke. People changed. For the first time, I believed something real was happening. Karen Whitfield couldn't hide anymore. The video showed her smug face, her dismissive words. As Skylux cleaned house, her name trended online for days. Airline Karen. The media had a field day. Her luxury job offers vanished. No company wanted her near their brand. She disappeared from public view. The woman who once thought she was untouchable had finally fallen. I didn't smile. I just exhaled. Skylux replaced old policies. A new promise to passengers: dignity, respect, fairness. They added a red button app for reporting any discrimination in real time. All staff, from pilots to baggage handlers, had to sign the Skylux Equality Code. The CEO didn't hide behind PR. She stood next to Marcus during every press conference. "We failed," she said, "but we're fixing it, thanks to Vanessa." I had never heard my name said like that before. Something surprising happened next. Marcus created a second chance program for employees who were fired if they wanted to grow, learn, and change. It wasn't a trick. It was real. Jessica, Trevor, and the pilot came back, not as heroes, but as students. They apologized to me personally. Their words were shaky, but honest. I could see they were trying. And for the first time, I believed they could be better. One day I got a call from Skylux. They wanted me to join their passenger advisory board. I said yes. I wasn't just a passenger anymore. I was a voice in the room. Every policy, every change, every decision, I had a say. Sometimes I still hear Jessica's voice telling me to move. But louder than that is Marcus's voice saying, it's time. And I know, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Skylux didn't just fix things, they led the industry. Other airlines started using the same training. Passengers began to feel safer, seen, complaints dropped, morale rose. A woman in Houston sent me a message. Thanks to you, I stood up for myself today. I cried. I cried because I used to be her. I cried because change is possible, but only if we demand it. I never asked for revenge. I just wanted a fair seat. But what I got was a movement. I still fly Skylux. Not because they're perfect, but because they listened, learned, and changed. When the plane lifts off now, I smile. I look around. I feel seen. And I remember that sometimes, the smallest injustice can start the biggest storm. All you need is one voice, and a phone with just enough battery